What's going on, everybody? It's HygroHybrid. All right, to much surprise, the SpiderFarmer brand made an update to their SF-4000 light series. Now, just when I thought that this specific quantum board couldn't get even better, it did. Pretty significant upgrades. It carries a lot of the features from the previous SF-4000s, but with some additional strategies happening within the quantum board itself and the LED diode placements and stuff. So let's crack this box open. We're going to put this thing on my light meter. Along with that, we're going to do some temperatures. Boop, boop, boop. We're going to do everything in one shot. I got the trusty watt meter right there hanging up. So we're going to go ahead and see what this thing looks like. I'm going to hang it up in this tent. We're going to get right to it. Unboxing therapy, if you will. So it is wrapped in styrofoam, front and back, all the way around, with the corners protected by rigid cardboard angles. All right, bridle cables, ratcheting yo-yo straps, and also communication cables that go from one light to the next. Everything should be packaged just like this. Your instruction manual. You can see that they tried to spread out the diodes a bit more to try and bring some of that intensity that was always focal in the center of the quantum board. They wanted to spread it out a little bit more towards the edges of the canopy, especially the corners. The corners on any canopy suffer if the light is not pulled high enough back, given the fact that these are LED lights. And in some cases, when you got a deep canopy, the closer you can get the light, the better. So up top, you can see that we still have 2 ballast, which I prefer better than 1 ballast. So we're still running Meanwell drivers. Show everybody these specs. HLG 240 HABs. We do have the tethering feature to make these lights tandem to one another, being able to control it from an external or remote light controller using the data cables provided. So let's talk about what they say about this lamp on their website. I think the older ones had 3. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't have the old specs in front of me. So we got 4 diodes of different colors. We have 3000K, 5000K, 660 nanometers, and 760 nanometer LED light diodes, which give you this projection right here on the wavelength. 90 days, all free warranty, free components, repairing and service can be provided within 3 months after delivery. 3-month, 1 year component shipping fees, and returning buyer pays one-way shipping fees and repair fees for 1 year. At 5 years, free components, buyer needs to pay 2-way shipping fees and repair fees. Hope that makes sense. Ironclad aluminum upgrade from their last version with lower heat, and it is SF lights are coated anti-moisture and anti-vulcanization. The reliable Meanwell drivers are UL and CE certified. Let's take some readings, starting with some measurements. 25.5 long, 21 1/16 wide. We're about 36 and probably 37. The sensor on that light is roughly 3/4 to an inch tall. There's an offset for that, and we are at 3175 roughly. It's bouncing between 70 and roughly about 3175. This is exactly 24 inches from the top of that pot, essentially the top of your canopy, and we are hovering around 4.8 thousand foot candles, so 4,800 foot candles. That is essentially where I love to be. Now, I remember growing in HID, I preferred to be above 5, above 6, and that was ideal. But again, that was too much heat. There is very little heat radiating from this lamp at all, especially not anything near comparable to what an HID lamp would be kicking out. Even if it's cooled, air cooled, doesn't matter. It's a completely different animal. Starting with the ballast. You gotta hold it like a gangster. The ballast right now, the drivers. Sorry guys, I'm working on that, alright? Only salesmen call them drivers. So the ballast right now are 150. Here, let's just get an average temperature. I'll just scan the top of it. 152 degrees, 151 for the front ballast. And let's scan the back of this one. 151. There you go. So 133. I'll scan the whole top of the board. I'll go around 3 times. Okay. Let's take the center. Let's do a figure 8. Come back. That's an average of 136. Circling the board several times. Let's measure the temperature of the bottom of this. 86 degrees at the pan. 85. On minimum, let's take a amp reading, a half an amp, 55.5 watts. Okay, let's bump it up in 20% increments here. We're at 20%. 0.73 amps, 85 watts, 85 watt-ish. Okay, let's go 40%. 40% is 1.22 amps, 149 watts. I hope you guys can see that screen, because when I'm looking at the LCD and the camera, I cannot see anything. So that's 60% right there, according to their dial, and we are sitting at 1.75 amps, 214 watts at 60%. Okay. Bump it up to 80. So we were at 214. Now we're at 2.85 amps, 346 watts on 80. Okay, for total maximum, we are on max. We're on max. Okay, maximum output on this specific fixture hanging in this tent is 440 watts at 3.6 amps. That's it, guys. Let me just refresh this and start over for an average. Just everything in here. 79 degrees for an average of everything in this 4x4 tent. We are hanging this in a 4x4 tent. I don't plan on running anything in this tent anytime soon, but I would like to. A lot of people have been asking me about, hey, let's see a next, caveman DWC series, and I definitely want to put that content out there for you. We're just not set up for it. You guys tell me what kind of grows you want to see, and I've set this tent up for demonstration purposes. Actually, I'll probably be using this setup for a lot more introductory videos in the future, and then moving on with pursuing to use that light in the garden. I'm sorry for the vertical and then horizontal overlay, but shooting up close content was good for the more natural setting of a television, and then when I'm trying to film the entirety of the tent, it was best to shoot it in a vertical or sideways position. So it might look good on a cell phone, and then some of it might look good on your television. So go ahead and watch it twice. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button twice. Bring you 7 years, good luck. Peace. HygroHybrid. Woo!